Where do you stand on it as it is right now?
Well, I don't even know where it is right now because the Senate, they're saying the House bill is going to change. And so to opine on it, only to have it change in the next 48 hours is probably fruitless. I will tell you that people have to understand what health care coverage is in America. 70% of the people in this country, more than 70%, get their health care through their job or through Medicare. Okay, we're not changing Medicare, although I believe it needs to be reformed and saved, but we're not dealing with it in this bill. The second part is your job, and we should look for ways to make the private insurance market more competitive so people's premiums at the workplace come down. So about 25 or 28% of Americans don't have it from their job and don't have it from Medicare. That means they're either getting it in a private market, in the individual market, or they're getting it through Medicaid. So those are the two areas people need to focus on. When it comes to Medicaid, Florida already has operated under a waiver for many years, and what it basically tells the state is we're going to give you the flexibility to go out and do things that are creative, not just so that people are covered, but so that they get better health care and better health, which is ultimately the point of this. So I'm not sure Florida would be negatively impacted by moving towards a waiver system since we've already been doing it for so long. The other part has to do with the exchanges and the fact that, instead of, and that's where you're seeing some of the opposition, instead of a subsidy, they're getting a tax credit to be able to buy health insurance. And the question is the tax credit big enough for people to be able to afford health insurance? And so that's the kind of area that we're really focused on, because I do believe there needs to be a vibrant private individual market. And one of the ways to do it is to lower the regulations on it and some of the legalities and allow states to have flexibility about how they construct it. And then the other is the size of this tax credit. And so those are the two areas we're focused on and we're going to look at moving forward.
But you ran twice and you campaigned twice on repealing and replacing Obamacare. Regardless of the bill that comes down, why not vote for it? Would you vote for it? I mean,
well, the point is it really, the fundamental question for me is not just does it repeal Obamacare, but does it make things better than Obamacare? It's not enough to repeal it. Repeal it is obviously important, and I support repealing Obamacare. But also, when you talk about replacing it, we want to have something that's better than Obamacare, not something that has unintended consequences in the other direction. So again, I don't want to replace Obamacare with a Republican version of Obamacare. I want us to be able to empower a vibrant, private, individual marketplace where individuals who are in the individual marketplace have the power to go out and make healthcare decisions that are right for them and for their family. That's what I want us to do, not just to repeal, but also to replace it with that sort of component. I don't want to wind up in a Republican version of Obamacare.